Sinner.
Is there, friends.
Okay. I mean, as long as you're trying your hardest, then not a big deal.
Mumbai.
And it was one of my first rounds, so at this point I played Valorant for like 3 or 4 days.
Okay, okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Now it's been like 10 or 15 days, something like that.
So, what do you usually buy? You main Sage, right?
Yeah, I usually buy first round only armor and then try to get money. Second round ghost. Or
Okay.
nothing. Only armor, mostly ghost, and then if I have enough money, bandit.
Okay. So, for the first round, we want to be spending all of our money. All of it. And that means either 2 slow orbs or 1 wall. For pistol round, I usually buy armor and 1 wall. Very, very good. Because pistol round is actually the most important round of the game. And we definitely want to be winning this and trying our hardest to win this round. Because if we win the first round, we automatically win the second round if we spend our money. Remember that. So, yeah, we definitely want to be buying, just, it doesn't really matter what you buy, just as long as you spend all of your money on the first round. So that's definitely something we want to change. Okay. You hear 2 here. You hear 3. Oh my god. See, because like right now, imagine if you had your wall. Or a slow orb, right? Like, you could just stop this push right now. But... yeah, unfortunately, you don't have sound. It's the only way. Because, like, hold on, let's see what happens if I stream my YouTube. Okay. Okay. Do you hear sound? Okay. Do you see me drawing on the screen? Oh, you do? Oh, perfect. Okay. So yeah. So I've been doing this whole team all the time without wait. Are you sure you see these red scribbles?
No, I can see. Start the video again. Oh, now I see it.
Spike platziert.
Updating only when you're playing the video.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the problem. Here, okay. So you don't see me drawing red scribbles right now?
Yes, now I see it.
You see my whole screen being covered in red?
Yeah. I think it's has a bit delay. Now it's empty.
What the heck? Okay, so I mean it's okay. We'll just do the screen. Yeah, just easiest this way. But I mean the YouTube video will have sound, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay.
Blasen wir sie um.
Clever to keep some money to have more on the next round.
Yeah. I mean it's not that much more money. And you definitely like yeah, you just need to stress the importance of the pistol round. Because like now, when you win the first round, look at this money you have, right? The enemy team all has like 2,000. And they have to save, right? So this is where we use our advantage and buy this and this. And all these. This is why I'm saying if you win the first round, the second round's the easiest round to win ever. Because you have Spectre, heavy shields, and all your abilities, and the enemy team only has pistols and no armor. So if you win the first round, so spend all your money the first round. If you win, spend all your money the second round. And if you win again, you go from there, right? You could either upgrade, or you could keep your Spectre, upgrade your armor. If you die, someone drops you a Spectre, and there's lots of different things that can happen on the third round. But if you lose the first round, you full save the second. You don't buy anything. Maybe like one shorty or a ghost or something, but...
Okay, so if I won the first round, should I either buy Spectre and big armor, or Spectre, small armor, and more utility?
Definitely the heavy shields. Because the most important thing is staying alive this round.
Yeah.
And not dying to pistols. So we want pistols to make it...
Safe, right?
Exactly. So we want to make sure that the pistols have a very bad chance in killing us. So we want the best armor we can buy.
Yeah, sometimes one round I only bought big armor instead of the weapon and stayed only with the pistol. The round after that I had then pistol.
Well,
I mostly buy more armor than weapon.
okay. Okay.
Is it clever or?
It depends, right? Because it really depends on the situation and like what agent you are. But like as Sage, you want to make sure you have these.
Okay.
So like for instance, this round we only have $200, so we can only buy like one more ice orb, I think. But I would rather buy a Spectre, heavy shields, and have full utility
Okay.
instead of getting the Bulldog, because your utility is better than.
Yeah.
Ich mach dir die Hölle heiß, Phoenix.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, this round I only played with pistol and bought
Gegner gesichtet.
armor. I tried to support my team
Spike gefunden.
instead to try life.
Gegner gesichtet. Ciao mit Au.
Okay, so for some reason you have 4 people B and you're just playing A by yourself. So this is I don't know why, but usually as a Sage they play right here in pocket. This is called pocket. So the reason for that is because you can wall right here and also ice orbit from here, and it's very important that you guys hold this short A. So as a Sage, you want to find yourself right here, so you can get the easy wall off.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Good kill. Okay, so
Ein Gegner übrig.
yeah, I mean it's more so that you have just no help on A, when honestly there needs to be 3 people A and 2 people B. So this is not really your fault, but yeah, it's a little weird. Let's go. Yeah. That's okay. Okay, so here, so now when you die with the Spectre and now you're on the gun round, what you want to do is ask the people with the Spectres for their Spectre. You're like, hey, drop me the Spectre, so they can buy the assault rifle and they upgrade, and you just get the Spectre armor and full utility. Yeah, so right now, yeah, exactly. Good. Now you want a full buy with armor and abilities. Okay, so yeah, we definitely don't want that Spectre to go to waste, and you see, it's not worth it to get this Vandal as Sage because we're costing half of our armor and a wall and a slow orb. Right, so it would just be a much better decision to keep that Spectre and making sure you're harder to kill and you have full utility.
Erleuchte den Weg, Phoenix. Kann mir das jemand kaufen?
Mein Coffin.
Ich sehe mehrere Gegner.
Gefunden.
Wer gesichtet? Nächster. Spike platziert.
Yeah, so we just want to break down this wall. Yeah, just knife it down. No big deal. Okay. They're all dead. Okay, so we definitely, yeah, we have a bit of a priority issue, right? So we have leftover money, but we don't have our second slow orb. You really need to be like using all of these like every round, you know? Like just walling off short, walling off bathrooms. Just wall something off, you know? Very, very strong. And if they start pushing, then you ice orb them.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Should I pick them or should I just stay behind the corner?
It depends on the situation. Most of the time, you don't want to peek them, but you don't want to play too aggressive. It all depends on what's going on. And if you see like lots of them, I probably wouldn't peek them. But if it's only like one guy, I would probably take the fight. Now, ADSing is a bad habit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so okay, as long as you know, because it makes your bullets shoot slower. You know that?
I did not knew at that point, but I watched some videos and now I know.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I tried to switch to unscoping.
Perfect.
And I probably did already, so I do not use it much.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's what I needed to hear.
Seid. Ich weiß genau, wo ihr seid.
Okay, so now they know exactly where you are. And, nice. So they can't come up there, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we just want to be, yeah, looking forward. Nice.
E plan B, B, B.
Okay, so yeah, we definitely. Yeah, okay, so we want to get it out of this habit of moving and shooting. Because if we take a look, like, look where our bullets are going. All over the place, right? So, that's because we're moving and shooting. And you just have to get in the habit of standing still, shooting. And then the only time you move is when you're in between shots. So it seems like you like to tap, but I would try, if I have advice for you, try to learn how to burst.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you watched my practice range tutorial. Okay, so yeah, I have a video and I will link it in the, let's see where I'll link it. I'll link it in the queries channel, right? Yeah, so, oh, why isn't it working? Huh.
Do you have it on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just Google your name. Is it Drift IE at
Drift AI, Valorant.
yeah. Okay. I found it.
Okay, yeah, it's this one right here. Okay, so yeah, I posted in the queries. Yeah, so I go over shooting, I go over bursting, I go over spraying, I go over tapping, and how to move, how to shoot, and all these things, and what I do to warm up and stuff like that. And I think this will have very, very much help you.
Yeah. Played Overwatch before and it said Soldier is the
Okay. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, so soldier, you have to be running and shooting the whole time. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be a hard habit to break, but it's definitely possible. I believe in you.
and with Soldier at burst most of the time.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, I think
burst,
I can
burst with,
bursting.
exactly. You just have to make sure you're stationary when you're doing it. Yeah, so I would definitely go heal him. Good job.
Für dich.
Yeah, good work.
Spike gefunden.
So now, like, what I'd be thinking is, okay, my hookah player died. I'm now exposed to hookah, and this is a threat now. So I would probably just go up and wall it.
Yeah.
You know, just so you don't have to worry about it.
Komm schon, los!
Gegner gesichtet.
Okay.
Geht in Deckung!
Good, good. Yeah, so it's definitely better to overuse your utility and use it all the time rather than to never use it. Even if you use it too much, because there is a point where it's too much utility, doing that will teach you how to use it properly if you constantly overuse it. But if you never use utility, then you'll never learn when's the proper time to use
Letzter
it.
lebender Spieler.
Good
Wegtreten.
stuff. See, so now we're worried about hookah and we're worried about long, right? But how do we only worry about one place? Wall, right? We're making it a lot harder for ourselves. See, now you get double teamed.
Jetzt
Yep.
kriege ich ein bisschen Beute. Kann mir das jemand kaufen? Kann mir das jemand kaufen?
I heard in this Discord server that you should spend it at defense and blend it at offense.
It's mainly about, okay, let's say you're very good with both of the weapons. At that point, it becomes a range thing. Like, if the maps are very long range, like Ascent, then you would probably be wanting to use a Vandal. But if you're like close range stuff, a lot of the times, like Haven, then we're looking at like Phantom, right? So that's usually what people do. Me personally, I only use the Vandal because I like it. It's not that big of a deal. It's whatever you're comfortable with. That's the real answer. Yeah, so then just use what you're comfortable with. Don't overthink it. Okay, so this round is, you gotta save. You can't buy anything good, so this is good. Like, this is a perfect save, right? Half shields and a ghost. Very good. You don't want to be forcing every single round.
Weg mit dir!
Good stuff. Okay, but what could we do here?
Wall up, revive our teammates,
Exactly. Exactly.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Okay, so the wall kind of missed a little. So you do know that you can turn the wall by holding right click and then turning your mouse?
so I can switch it slowly, or does it just switch?
You can switch it slowly.
Okay.
So when you hold right click, you just turn your mouse and you're like revolving in a 360 degree with the wall. Yeah, just try it out next time you play Sage. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, this is good. Good res.
Yo! Du kannst das auch!
The ice wall is a bit different.
Yes, yes.
Right click and it turns 90 degrees.
Yeah, no, yeah. In this game, you can hold right click and then turn it by moving your mouse after holding right click.
Noch 30 Sekunden.
Yeah, the weapon's on the other side of the wall. Wait, no, I think you picked up the Spectre. I just don't think you pull it out.
Noch 30 Sekunden.
Gegner gesichtet.
Yeah, you have a Vandal. You see?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I just not saw it.
Letzter lebender Spieler.
I think there's a setting that you can check that's always show inventory. So this will always show no matter what. And that helps with situations like these. It's very good to have on. I'm pretty sure there's a setting that does that.
Noch 10 Sekunden.
Yeah, so that's good. So you win. Good job. Yeah, it's very helpful.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Spike gefunden. Gegner gesichtet. Hilfe! Hilfe!
Yeah, what's up?
If I have 9, how I switch immediately to Vandal instead of pistol and then Vandal.
You press the button. So 1 is your main gun, 2 is your pistol, 3 is your knife. So just go from 3 to 1.
Can I move my mouse wheel up or something?
I think so. I don't switch weapons with mouse wheel.
Ah,
I just press the button.
Ihr werdet
Ich
einen
weiß
Verbündeten
genau,
nicht
wo ihr...
töten.
Gegner gesichtet.
So you definitely want to be going with your teammate and playing together. That's definitely something we want to do here.
yeah.
Because you look at the numbers, right? 2v2.
Yeah.
But is it actually a 2v2?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Exactly. Phoenix is by himself fighting the bad guys. So we definitely want to make sure our teammate's not dying alone. Okay, so grab the teleporter. I would tell that to my team. Yeah, they're going A for sure.
Noch 30 Sekunden. Viert.
Okay.
Letzter lebender Spieler.
I've got to break that. Yep. So whenever that happens to you, you just got to break the trap by shooting it. So this is a common mistake that lots of people have, is that they peek things and then they move their crosshair to it. So what you want to do is get your crosshair ready before you peek it,
Yeah.
right? Because you see how if we do that again, right? So we peek. So right before we peek this side, my crosshair is already looking here. So crosshair before your movement. Try to remember, because if we look, you see how we peeked it, and then we're like, oh shit, and we brought our crosshair over here. It should be definitely the other way around. Crosshair, then movement. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now remember what I said. How do we stop watching two angles? Exactly. Wall off one, watch the other.
Klappe zu, Affe tot.
Nice.
Gegner. Gegner gesichtet.
So now we have the bomb down in hookah. What do you think we should do? Oh, see, he just walks through long for free and then kills you.
Yeah.
So, and we could have avoided that easily.
Yeah, wall of hookah and watch long.
Exactly. Or at that point, since you had the bomb inside hookah, we can isolate the bomb and wall off here. Or wall off here, but this is probably better right here. We wall off that. And then we just watch outside of hookah from long, you know, to long. Right?
Where?
It doesn't necessarily...
Hookah or outside of hookah?
In hookah, because you have the bomb down in hookah.
But I watch outside of hookah.
Well, if you wall off outside of hookah, like wall this, right, and then just watch here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because you're scared of the long push.
The enemy stage will be.
Yes, yes, yes. That's where you should be watching. If you wall off the other place is what I'm saying, basically.
Yeah.
Because if this right here isn't walled, then the biggest danger is from here.
Yeah.
But if you wall this off, now your only danger is from long. Right?
Yeah. And the disadvantage of high ground in this game?
I mean, yeah, I think so, for sure. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, it's maybe minuscule, the advantage, if there's any. But, I wouldn't worry about it too much, you know. I don't think it's much of a factor, as it is in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Because all of your bullets fly straight anyways. There's no splash damage or anything.
Yeah.
Gegner gesichtet.
Okay, so we know there's one long. You heard him pick up the orb. Now we're watching long, but what are we exposing ourselves to that we're not watching? Hookah, exactly. So how do we watch the same angle without risking dying from something we're not watching?
Move a bit back and left.
Perfect. Exactly. Now, if you don't have the time to go wall off something, then you have to use, you know, structural advantage to hide
Yeah.
the stuff that you aren't peeking. So, like, this is not a bad angle to hold, but you're so far out that you're exposed to an angle you're not even looking at. Because, like, if some guy comes right here, you're dead.
Would it also be an option to move wide into this corner? So there, yeah. So
Yeah.
I see hookah, and also the guy
Yes.
from long will come there.
Yes. Yes, you are definitely, because when you do this, the only reason that it's worse is because you have nowhere to run.
Yeah.
If you hold this angle and they come long and you don't kill him, then you can run back this way
Okay. Yeah.
to safety, to heal yourself, to maybe wall off something, to ice orb, you know. But if you stand here and let's say two people come, like, you're gonna die and you have nowhere to run. So we definitely always want to think about where we can go run away and be safe to, and think about how is my spot. Always think about, because lots of times you're not going to know if a spot is good or bad. But if you ask yourself this question, how does my spot look if multiple people come? Always ask yourself that question, and then if you're like, oh, well, actually, I'm screwed if two people come, then let's reposition a little, right? Or if you're standing right here, you're like, how is this spot if a team of 3 or 4 peek around this corner? Am I screwed? Yes. So that's how you figure out if the spot's good or bad.
So and here I can just jiggle peek or something.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. You can jiggle peek, like, you can hold long, and then if you see nothing long, then I would jiggle peek hookah. And it's like, okay, nothing hookah. And then go back to holding this.
Yeah.
Good.
Ihr werdet...
Oh, we have a lead then. So,
Yeah.
Braucht jemand etwas?
Quick question. What does ausgezeichnet mean?
what?
Ausgezeichnet.
Say it
Au-
again.
Ausgezeichnet. I'm saying it's so bad.
Ausgeseitigt. Ah. Wait.
Let me see.
Beseitigt means.
Zeichnet. Let me see. Ausgezeichnet.
Ausgezeichnet.
Ach, auch.
I think you mean. Wait, I think you mean ausgezeichnet. It means perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, my pronunciation is just terrible. How do you pronounce it?
Ja, na gut. Ausgezeichnet.
Ausgezeichnet.
You have to practice the German Z. It's like Z.
Oh. Zeichnet. Okay, it's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah.
It's a bit hard for you. The thing which is bad on my English pronouncing. Why German people who talking English know that I'm German. It happens sometimes.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
But you would have never found out. That's my bad pronouncing.
That's not bad. Definitely not. Alright, so let's see.
Sichtet. Pass auf.
Ein Gegner übrig.
So yeah, so in these situations, right? You get in this, you're in this like habit of like moving and shooting, but we just really need to stand still, take our time, and line up the shot, not get too antsy.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Exactly. So the best thing to do, you know, stay cool, calm, collected, line up the shot, and then fire. Right? Don't move, and that gets better with over time. The more you're comfortable with the game.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it now.
Uh-huh.
Very nice teleporting.
Geht in Deckung! Letzter lebender Spieler. Ruh dich aus.
Everyone dies.
Okay, so same thing. What are we exposed to, and then we're not looking at, right? Yeah. So now this is better. Good job. Woo! Unlucky, but that was still good. Still good, yeah. Nice try for sure.
Wechsel.
Oh, I think you were AFK during the buy round, so you didn't buy anything. Yeah, unlucky. It's okay.
And go.
Unlucky. So yeah, like I mean, we definitely want to be having one of these two on pistol round. They're so good. They're so good. And the wall's especially good on pistol round because they can't break it as easy and they have to knife through it. A! I would heal myself and I'd run B. Okay.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Okay. Okay.
Love you!
Wow.
Ich das Schwert.
Thanks.
Wie sanft ist
Wow.
nicht so sanft.
That's hilarious.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
you hear my voice
No.
on this video? Ah, okay.
No.
So it's only recording the other voice.
Yep.
Or do you hear the voices of the other players
Yes.
on my team? Ah, okay.
Gegner.
Yep, so see, we have 600 left over.
Yeah, I could bought
Another ice orb, right? And you never know when it's gonna come into handy.
Trainiere
Okay.
härter.
Yeah, so we gotta stop the moving and shooting. You know, you gotta break that Overwatch habit. But because like your aim is honestly pretty good, right? We just saw, right? It's just you need your movement to match your aim,
yeah,
and we need to stop ADSing so much.
yeah.
Gegner gesichtet.
Waffe hier.
Sehr gut.
Leicht stärker. Ein Gegner. Oh. Gegner gesichtet. Mauer errichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Du bist noch nicht fertig.
Okay, so we like that. We like that play a lot. Yeah, good stuff.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Okay, so once again, bad positioning because we are exposing ourselves from outside of hookah while watching an angle, right? So what?
Should have moved from this view right and watch hookah more than the portal. So if someone moves around this corner, I will see automatically.
Uh huh.
But if
Uh huh.
I try to cover the portal and someone comes from hookah, he will fuck me from behind.
Exactly. So either move forward and just watch the portal, or move to like in the corner or backwards so you're not exposed.
Yeah.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Try to
Just think about what you're exposing yourself to.
yeah.
Yep. And it's just like, okay, what am I watching, but what is watching me at the same time, you know? And then that'll fix a lot of your positioning problems for sure.
Okay.
Gegner gesichtet. Je größer sie sind, desto mehr kracht's, wenn sie fallen. Und ergreift ihre Herzen. Ich kann es spüren. Da. Hältigt sie weiter.
We just hate it. We hate the second ice orb. We don't want it.
At this point, I hated Ice Orb.
Sie werden sich
Yeah, but it's like one of her best moves.
See me throwing one Ice Orb?
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's good.
So we definitely want to use all our abilities more. So you say you do it now, so that's good.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with this thing.
Yeah. So like right now, you know what you could do? you could Ice Orb Heaven. You could just go throw it in there. And then that means they can't peek. So, I mean, this is honestly not bad. This is perfectly fine. I like this, but you right-clicked. That's... Let me see. No, you just... Yeah, you moved. Yep. So, we definitely just want to have a sturdy foundation. We want to be standing still when we're shooting. We want to just only focus on crosshair, you know. So, try to get out of that habit. But honestly, I think once you watch my practice range video, it's going to help you a lot. And it's going to answer a lot of your questions too. And it'll give you some things to practice too.
Training in Overwatch, like a week, 30 minutes a day.
Okay, nice.
So I think if I...
Yep, do the same thing for Valorant. Yep. Okay, so now we're in the situation where we don't buy armor. I don't know if you just forgot. I mean, you have 700, so you could buy light armor at least, but it's a million times better than, you know, no armor and saving $700. So you probably just forgot. So when it comes to staying alive as Sage, you do a pretty good job as never being the first one to die. So we like that, and looking like a real Sage player out here. So now, what should we wall off?
Wait.
Take a look at the minimap.
Okay. So we should wall off Hookah.
Perfect. Right there.
Yeah.
Or right here, and then jump out, or jump out and then wall the window. Right? Either or.
Yeah.
But walling right here is probably better.
Yeah.
Right, see? People are just, they're attacking us for free. Because we're not stopping them with our abilities. Ausgezeichnet. Zeitnicht.
Yeah, it was a bit better. So I think you have to learn
The Z sound.
the, and
Nicht abkühlen lassen.
Zeit.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And like even saying things like ich sprechen.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
The CH it's called.
I know.
CH in German.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit hard.
Gegner gesichtet. Ungeziefer. Gegner gesichtet.
Yeah.
Like S8 in your language. She.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Seht genau hin.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have the. Go on.
The German douchebag says fish.
Ush.
Für oder hin. Like that. Hallo, ich mache das.
So there's like, oh my God, that's hilarious. There's like, what is it called? Like Chav speak or something for like the English people. They or like in Japanese, you know, different dialects of like
Yeah,
gangsters.
Also, yeah. There is Saxony. In German, it's called dialect.
Uh-huh.
You know? It's Jamaica, the machen wir dies. It's sounds like that. Sounds very funny.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound
I
German.
don't understand German people because their dialect is so heavy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so here we are by ourselves with the bomb, and we want to be with our team with the bomb. We definitely want to make sure that our bomb is not being alone anywhere on the map. So try to think about your positioning and think about if you have the bomb or not, and if I die right here, is this a good spot for the bomb to be placed at?
Yeah.
And like, your job isn't to watch the flank to get this teleporter guy, because someone is right here for sure. But like right now, you know what I'm saying to my team? Kernen Sie mir helfen?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Bitte schön.
Geht die Party ab!
So what do you say? My job isn't to watch the flame?
No, not a sage. No, definitely not.
Oh.
Your job is to stay with the team, because right now, can you heal this jet?
No.
Exactly, right? Can you wall off CT or heaven, or ice orb heaven, ice orb this, or wall off flank? No, definitely not. So we like our abilities are very good with team play.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to be making sure we're always in the bulk of our team, and our team's protecting us.
Yeah.
Because this is the job of, like, I don't know, one of these 4.
Yeah.
Any one of them, just not you.
Okay.
So here again, we got antsy. We started moving and we started shooting when all we had to do was take our left hand off the keyboard and only use our right hand and kill him. If you only used your right hand for this kill, you would have 100% killed this Raze. Not.
It was like 3 seconds shooting.
Natürlich.
Letzter lebender Spieler.
Alright. So yeah, so what went from a very free round to a lost round, right? Because we weren't with our teammate. The bomb is down in this horrible spot. We died on the flank, you know,
Noch
so
30 Sekunden.
just be a little bit worried about your positioning and why you should always be with the bulk of your team.
Komm schon, los!
Okay. Okay, he loses. So now we're broke. So we need to save something or force buy with the team. I mean, yeah. If your whole team's buying, then it's good to buy too. But
Yeah.
like, when you're at low elo, then every round they're gonna buy, so you'll never actually be saving, and that's not good. So it's good to definitely try to convince your team to save a round if the money is not good.
Yeah.
Ich heile.
Letzter lebender Spieler.
Oh my god, he just ran into that. Unlucky, your whole team just got mowed down. So I would probably look to go upgrade my my stinker.
Du hast
Good,
gut
good.
gekämpft.
Yeah, you did.
Du
But
hast
you were so close to him that it didn't matter too much. And actually,
gut gekämpft.
I think maybe like, I don't know if that's true, but moving and shooting while bursting, it might not matter. I'm not too sure. I'd have to double check that.
If I move the first shot I shoot is accurate. I think I have to.
Okay. Yeah, there's lots of little things. See, because now we're getting in this rotation of force buying every round, right? And so we're never gonna have a assault rifle if we constantly just keep buying garbage every round. So right now you just gotta convince your team to save, right? You have 2 specters, a shotgun, actually 3 specters and a shotgun, and 1 assault rifle. So the money is not good. So you guys have to save. You have to convince your team to save, And if they don't listen to you and you notice them just buying every single round, just save by yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you know good economy, then just practice good economy yourself.
Yeah.
Here? Why is this a mistake?
Because I go alone and I should go with my team.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I hate those.
Yeah.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh my god.
Kopfschuss. Ein Gegner übrig.
Well,
I think
yes, but if you hold shift, then you're accurate.
yeah.
Yes. So it's okay to move and shoot as long as you're holding shift, but it's definitely it's not, you know, the best option always.
Yeah.
It's because it's harder to control, more to think about. It's easiest to just kind of stand still. But with the Spectre or like a submachine gun, it's okay to do that. You just spray and like run at them, you know. Yeah.
Walk, attack, anything.
Yep. But it's hard.
But without shift, I cannot do that.
Definitely not. Yep. Good. Good. So we finally walled something. So that's good. Okay, so what can we do?
Um,
Good Ice Orb CT.
yeah.
Right.
So,
Just
point, yeah.
waste their time. Right, but now you don't want to be doing it because you have teammates in there, right? But if your teammates aren't going CT, then I'm Ice Orbing that every time. Okay, you hear him. You hear him long.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Another one long. Yep, last one long.
Ihr werdet meine Verbündeten nicht töten.
I don't know why they res that. Oh no. Okay, so a little tip is that you see the color of the bomb?
Yeah.
If it's blue or green, this color, that means they're not diffusing. And I know this is obvious because they're not diffusing, but in some situations it's hard to tell, especially if they're next to the bomb. But if it's this color, then that means they're not diffusing. If it's red, if this thing is red, then that means they are diffusing.
Okay.
So that'll come in handy some other times.
Yeah. Green or blue, they're also not diffusing.
Yes, correct. Yeah, yeah,
So what thing you mean? Can you put?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The color of the cylinder. The bomb.
What does it mean?
If it's this color, that means they're not diffusing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? But when they are diffusing, this thing will turn...
No.
Yeah, when they are diffusing, this thing will turn red.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Match.
Hast dich nie gesehen.
Mauer errichtet.
Good. So this is good, right? We're playing with our team.
Ciao, ciao.
Now we want to go with our team. Good, good, good. We probably want to res this. Nice.
Fertig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a problem. Yep. Yep. Okay, so I don't know why your Phoenix isn't planting, but so like here in the situation, right? Ice Orb, Heaven. So they can't walk through it and get a peek for free. So You could even ice orb pipes, right? Or just double ice orb heaven after your first one wears out. So we definitely want to be looking for opportunities to be using our abilities a lot more. And we see that the impact it has of not using the abilities.
What again?
Oh, we see the impact that it's having. That's it's costing us when we don't use the abilities. Like remember when they just peek from hookah or long, when we could have just like walled off one or the other. We're watching too many angles at the same time, so like we can just cut off an angle so we don't have to worry about it with a wall, and then just hard focus on the other one, right?
Yeah.
So we definitely want to be doing that a lot more. Our positioning's pretty good, but sometimes obviously we see ourselves being alone, and we don't want to be alone with Sage. Never ever ever be alone with Sage.
Yeah.
It's okay to have the bomb. Just always be with the bulk of your team because all of your abilities help them a lot. Crosshair placement obviously needs a little bit of work, but if for the most part your aim is not really the biggest factor here. I think your aim is above the level that you're playing at. You're kind of wrecking them. So what's going to need to happen is the big change is your movement and the ADSing and getting your movement after your crosshair is ready. Get your crosshair ready and then swing.
Okay.
So I think those are the biggest things. Yeah, pre-aiming. Getting your before you swing out and you move your crosshair, do the opposite. Do the reverse. Crosshair and then swing out. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, there.
Also, pre-firing, can that be useful?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's a little more of like a niche situation to where like you're pre-firing very common angles, right? You're not going to be pre-firing like random stuff. But like let's say you come out of showers here, right? You could pre-fire here or here. Right? So it's okay, but sometimes, like, if it's the super common angles, you can pre-fire them. Not a big deal. It's hard to effectively do, but it's definitely something pros do all the time.
Nach Sieg und Sprengstoff.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. For rank, if I lose a round and there's this equal with two lines, so I do not get up and I do not get down. Does that mean that I perform good in the round?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you lost that game, and then you get the two lines,
Yeah.
that means you can even gain elo on losses if you play well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I
good.
started Playing. Oh, sorry.
That's good. If you lose a game and you don't lose any elo, that means you played well.
Yeah. I started. If I did my placement match, I got placed in Iron 3, and then I played I think 2 games. First was